Blasé!
What's good, my boy?
Took us a minute, but we here.
We here. I know some scheduling issues. It's on me.
We here though. I know you as Blasé because you're a DJ, St. Paul, everywhere, Minneapolis.
Yeah, I'm saying Minneapolis is my home. Home base. So
My
you gotta make my people mad.
My fault. I don't want nobody attacking me in the comments. My bad. My fault. But I heard they call you something else because of the shoes. So
oh man, here we go. You got the inside information. So before I was known as Blasé, Jlew, as many people know me. A lot of people call me Mr. Shoeless. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people don't know I actually used to do sneaker reviews for Kicks on Fire, which is a super dope opportunity for me to have. I did that probably 2014, 2015, I think, if my math is right. So yeah, I actually got into shoe reviews because I was working at Finish Line. This is right around the year when the 13s were coming out, like the Flint 13s, the White Cement 3s, all of the three that year, like the 3s were dropping.
Right.
That's when I worked at Finish Line. So I was in the back just seeing size run. This is before like Instagram was hot, Facebook was like the main social media. So I was just taking pictures early on Facebook because like my manager didn't care because there was no hype on them.
Right.
So he was just like, yeah, I don't care if you take it. Was like, bet. So I was taking pictures like I had them early. So people was like, Blasé is gonna let us know if the quality's good on the shoe, whatever. So I just started doing sneaker reviews and Kicks on Fire actually picked me up for that. I did that for a minute and then ended up retiring really low key. So a lot of people don't know that. So if you don't watch this, I'm not gonna admit it. It's facts.
So now you just ended the shoe game, killing the shoe game. I see you got some fire up here.
Yeah, this is kind of the stuff I could grab. You know, there's just like, I kind of went for the stuff that I just been personally loving right now. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's kind of very versatile. I like comfort. Like, I love wearing.
So when you DJing, you standing up most of the,
Exactly, that's the thing. I say for 4 hours. You know.
So is it like a certain? Are you going for a certain look or is it comfort? Because you up there for
it's both. Like my like fashion is more like comfort style. Like I wear like shorts a lot when I DJ, even in the winter. Just gotta be up here hot.
Right.
Wear sweatpants as you can see. Like I'm wearing slides right now. Like I just like wearing shoes.
Yeah, you didn't have to stun on us with the Yeezy slides.
Bro, you my Adidas plug, man. I gotta let people know. You know what I'm saying? I gotta show love to Adidas. You know, Yeezy style. But yeah, so I just kind of like, you can see I got runners up here, like I got New Balances. Obviously I got Yeezys up here. I love SBs a lot. And ones I end up wearing a lot because they're not the most comfortable, but they're the most like versatile fit. So if I wear denim, whatever, you know what I mean? Like if I want to wear hoodies, dress up, dress down, everyone's going to recognize a pair of ones. I didn't bring as many ones because I figured you'd seen some on the show.
Yeah, so I know you got two of them up here. Is ones that your favorite Jordan or is it just?
I think ones. Like I said, I think they're like my style-wise I like the most. I think 3s are my favorite, but I really treat Tim like 3s like Tim's. Because I just remember like foam posits and 3s I was wearing in like slushy Minnesota, like getting on the light rail for an hour to go to the Mall of America and stuff like that. So that's kind of like, that's like the one I wore the most, but I think I like ones just right now. Ones are dropping a lot lately.
Yeah,
ones
do drop
so I just kind of brought some ones that, you said what?
I said, what they drop like 2 pair a month?
Yeah, it feels like it, bro. There's too many. That's why I only go for the ones I like. Like I could have brought mochas, but everyone's seen mochas. Like so I brought the UNCs because I'm really loving these, and I mean there's a lot of blue ones dropping right now. After them turbo green success, there's just been shoes.
Yeah, the ones everybody want them. They buying. I mean, they coming out every. Like I said, it seems like they coming out.
Sneakers is just breaking hearts every week.
You ain't lying.
I be trying to get the dunks, man. I be trying to get way more dunks. So.
I see people crying about dunks and ones every weekend.
Man, the crazy thing is the same colorways that dunks bro used to be at the outlets, bro. Majority of them, like Only real people know this, but Men for Outlet used to get the gems, bro.
All it took was one celebrity to wear them, and now it took off. Because I remember nobody was wearing Champion. Yeah. Travis Scott went on stage with them,
I got a Champion,
and they came everywhere.
Yeah, Champion, you know, it's better than Gildan, man. It's just everything like has its like phase or trend or whatever.
Yeah, it's gonna rotate.
Because like my thing is like people don't know there's a difference between dunks and SBs, you know. So it's like I'm a big SB person. I was never really like back in the day, like early like 2013, dunks were kind of corny. They were like you could get easy access to those, but if you had an SB, the SB was like a quick strike. Niggas know, you know what I mean? So it's like I didn't really have that many dunks. The dunks were like more of my throwaway fits or like whatever. So it's crazy to see them making dunks like hype now. So it's weird. So
tell us about it, because before we even started recording, I messed up because I wasn't paying attention and I called them Vans, but they're not really Vans.
Yeah, so those are my Mike and Miris right here. Mike and Miri, a lot of people don't know, a lot of Pop Smoke rappers rap about it all the time. Yep. I went with these because they look like Vans. I really love like the skeleton thing. I copped these right around like Halloween time, so I was like, I'm gonna cop these. They're not as comfortable as Vans, at least yet. I haven't broken them in yet. But yeah, I just love them because that kind of added to my style. Like I've really been into this. Like skeletons and shit are really popular right now too. Like Warren Lotus, if you're really into clothes, like he's the one who got sued by Nike for having a shoe that looked just like a Nike SB. I tried to copy a pair. I'm not gonna lie, I tried to copy a pair. They got canceled because of the whole thing. But yeah, so I like these because they just kind of add a little more style. They didn't look like the like Versace, Gucci designer type stuff. So yeah, that's why I like these ones.
Fire. And then the chunkies over there.
Yeah.
It was going crazy when them came out.
The big boys. I haven't gotten to wearing these ones yet, but I switched out the laces. I really like the yellow laces in them. Yeah, like I said, I like SB, so I was like, I need these. Like I gotta get these. These are like the shoes I really wanted. They're just fire. Like, I think these represent me. Like my clothes, my fashion. Never really know what I'm gonna have on. So it's like I feel like not many people can pull off the crazy colorways of SB. So if you can, it's like kind of in a different bracket. So shout out to people like it.
UNC ones.
Yes, sir. The UNC ones, I really just like baby blue. Like I don't know why, I just like baby blue. So I just like wanted to get these ones. I haven't gotten to wear these ones yet. Need to lace these up, but yeah, I just like another one to kind of represent me liking ones. So I brought these ones through, but yeah, this is dope. It's real.
And then I'm just gonna let you talk. I'm not even gonna say much.
So these are the John Geigers. John Geiger's another person who Nike takes a lot of inspiration from. He's the one who started like the misplaced checked Air Force One customs, which I think he's the reason why like a lot of the Nike Sakai's and stuff have to double check now. Nike will never give him credit.
But you think that's where it came from?
Yeah, and we were just talking kind of off camera how like Nike, he's the one person that Nike really doesn't mess with, but he's really good on making sure his paperwork's good. Another way people know John Geiger, he's the one who designed the Jarrell Revis when he was playing. So yeah, these are just like Air Force One on steroids, bro. Like they're just, the leather on these is crazy. I like what the bottoms are. No, for real. Like these are like a mix between like designer and just like casual Nike. So it's like you can dress these up, dress them down.
I do like that the bottom is way different from a normal.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much a force. You know what I mean? Like they did like everything that's force. Like I'm not gonna say this idea is original, but like I have a pair of forces right here, and these are like an upgraded version of all white forces. Right. And you can you feel the difference of which one just feels better. Like the Geigers just feel heftier.
Yeah. Like a heavy duty.
Yeah. You only get like one wearing a pair of all white forces. Like if you really true to this, you only wear this once or twice.
I can't think of it. It might have been Dirk. No, somebody. They had
probably Herb.
Yeah, Herb before his birthday. Yeah. She got him like 30, 40 pair of ones. And I'm like, that sounds about right. I do know everybody who wears ones be like, I'm not wearing them too many times. Yeah. Especially the all white ones.
But the great thing is they just go with so many fits. Like again, like all the shoes up here, I think are pretty versatile. So it's like all white forces, they can go with whatever you're feeling that day. I could wear them with sweatpants. I could wear with some nice ass jeans. I could wear some really bright, and the white will just go with the fit. It just kind of depends. So always, I feel like anyone who likes sneakers always gotta have a pair of all white ones.
Right.
Except for you, bro. I know you Adidas.
Yeah, no, except me. All I wear is Adidas. But since I don't really wear New Balances, now tell me about these, because this is actually, I seen these in person one time. Yeah. But this is my first time having them in my hand. And these is actually kind of fly.
Bro, quality on those is nuts. Like the high haired suede on there is like crazy. Because basically the more you wear them, like they kind of get more distressed. But those are the Salehi. He designed for Versace. He did the 2 Chainz shoe. A lot of people knew as they're like those big bubble ones. So he actually caught like a big wave off of those, and he designed these. And like with the pandemic, these dropped in like the beginning of the summer, I think. I can't remember. But like he caught like a huge wave, and I was about to drop another colorway of these. It's like a green pair. But I'm mad because now everyone's hip to it. So that green pair is gonna go.
Gonna be gone before you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get my hands on it. I'm trying to see if I can make a couple calls, but we'll see.
So, but you've been a DJ.
Yes, sir.
And I know like Kanye got a shoe, Pharrell got a shoe, Tiana Taylor's into the shoes and stuff like that. Who do you think, I wouldn't say next to get a shoe, but like, for me, I always say Wale, but he already did Asics and some other stuff. So who would you think would be like the next person to be like able to go and, it don't even have to be a different model. It could be one of the shoes up here, it could be a different shoe.
Musician-wise, or?
Just, it could be a DJ, producer, whatever. Just somebody in the music game that you think should be next up to put their stamp on some shoes.
That's a really good one.
Like I said, I always say, like, I would love, me being an Adidas guy, I'd be like, if he did some Superstars or whatever, it's just some basketball shoes, whatever, I would be like, I don't care if I gotta buy them, whatever, I need those.
It'll be, I think the next person to get like a big shoe deal, this is just Nike or was this anywhere? I think like Gunna or Young Thug, someone like that will get some type of YSL collab.
I can see.
Because they're booming right now, like pop-wise, and like Thug's style is super crazy. He's kind of like the Andre 3000. I know they kind of have like a little beef.
I wonder if he could do like you see the Chucky's got all those colors. I wonder if his would be more colorful because of how he is, like his personality, or if he would be more not basic but like two colors, like a black and a white.
I mean, with his whole brand being like slime, like I feel like he'd be the type to have like a neon green shoe, or like maybe they'll give him like two different colorways, maybe like a subtle one and then one. But him or Gunna, I think as far as like in the black community, I think those are like the next like fashion people. I don't really like their fashion as far as like clothes they wear. Those two out there for me.
Them two and like Russ, what they be wearing, I'd be like, y'all can pull that off.
Yeah.
But I could not wear it. It's not a knock to them. I just know
they have certain pieces that I would wear. Like typically like they having dope pants or something like that. But I'm like
as a whole fit though.
Yeah, as a whole fit, it'd be a little too loud. But I think those are kind of the people I can think of off the top of my mind. Or it'll be like an artist. Like honestly, like there'll be some type of painter or someone that'll get a deal. Like art, like art's really hot right now. I feel like painting and like things like that are really, really big.
And I feel like you, not saying you sit at home and think about it, but I feel like you in your head have a shoe that you would love to work on, whether it's like a 1 or a 3. What would your shoe be, or what would it look like if somebody was to call you, any brand, I'm guessing it would probably be Jordan or Nike. Okay. But if somebody was to call you and say, hey, Blase, you're a DJ, we would love for you to come work with us on a shoe. Man. Which brand? I'm watching. Which brand would it be that you would want to call for? I know you'd probably be like, it don't matter. If somebody call me, I'm gonna be happy. Yeah. But if you could only pick one, which brand would it be? And which shoe would it be from that brand that you would want to work on?
Honestly, I think I would pick New Balance because I feel like New Balance gives their designers the most like freedom. Right. Like as we know with like Kanye working with Nike before he went to Adidas. Yep. He had issues with creative control on what he wanted to do, and Kanye, him being like one of the biggest people in the black community, if he's getting issues, and I know me, just being Imjblasé from Minnesota, is not going to get as much creative control.
And I feel like you go to Nike, you got to compete with 400 other people who wants to come put their name on there. Yeah. And then if you go to Adidas, you're behind like Pusha T, Beyonce. Pharrell.
Adidas would be fun though. Like I would work with Adidas on maybe like I think if I designed a shoe, I think I would design an already made silhouette. Like
that's how I feel too. Like if it was me, I'd probably do like, or it would be like I would want to sit down and help James Harden or Dame on their next shoe. Yeah. Or if it was like Jacoby, we just want you to put a colorway on this model, it'd probably be the Superstars. Yeah, that'd be sick. Because the Superstars are like the Superstars are like Adidas version of the ones. They go with everything, and they're never going to go. They're never going to go anywhere. Yep. So
very crispy shell toes, even early 2000s was like a big thing. Right. Still. Like people know. So that's the thing. I think I would pick like a 1-off or 2-off colorway. Give me like a couple colorways, and that'd be cool. I don't think I want.
As long as you don't be like Travis and give us the same silhouette in 7 different colors.
Hey man, but it sells.
It do.
Travis is selling.
I do like
a lot of his stuff.
I do like the Travis. It's just he's with the wrong brand.
What, are you on with Adidas?
If he was with Adidas, I have a pair.
I think if he was with Adidas, it would look too similar to Kanye's. So then it's like Travis wouldn't have a lane. I like how Travis is like the silhouettes are obviously never gonna change with the Nike. Right. They're not gonna put him on a new silhouette, I don't think. But I like that he's doing colors that Nike's never seen. Yeah, like, and I like that his 7s don't look like the normal 7. They got pockets or whatever. Yeah. Like that's if he's with Adidas, it would probably look just like. Yeah, like them 6s. Yeah, you're talking about the 6s. Yeah, like them khaki ones. Like
I did say 7s.
Yeah, talking about you would.
Yeah, you know.
Adidas, bro. You did good. You was close. But yeah, it's like he always alters stuff on it, so I think that's dope. Like I think that's really cool. So I think I'll do something like that.
Dang, man. Now I'm thinking like I wish he was. I'm happy he's with them now because if he was with us, he probably would. It wouldn't. Even if it didn't look just like the Yeezy, I feel like it would have boosted it.
Yeah, and that's like too many good music artists in one area. Like it's Pusha and him.
Pharrell.
Pusha stuff, even his some of his and Pharrell. And his colorways are Pusha's colorways even kind of similar to like the earth tones with Kanye.
It's even like Pharrell's. His is like out there. It's like he did the BYW, and he got like an all pink pair, all yellow, like bright colors. His isn't like. I'm just gonna do a white pair, a black pair, a brown pair. He goes for like the colors. Yeah,
so that's what he did with them shell toes too. A few years back, I was trying to track those down, but they're like only dropped in select places.
You know, they'd be like, "We're just gonna give it to Texas." Give it to
I know you probably had them in the stash. Bro.
I don't know nothing about nothing.
Look, I know he got them in the stash.
I don't know nothing about nothing. I really only got like. I mean, I'm not.
Look, I already got the answer on camera, bro. It's cool, bro. Don't lie. We got documentation. There's no if he wants it, he gets it. That's all I'm gonna say. If he wants it, he gets it.
Hey man, I don't really have nothing in the collection that's. All right. Anyway,
back to me.
Well, I'm saying, as a DJ, do you ever see yourself on like when you spin it? I know you into your craft and you paying attention to that, but do you ever look out and go, "Oh man, they really beat those up. Those are fire. Like, why you beat them up?" I know you wear your shoes, like you actually wear yours, but you take care of your shoes too. But do you ever see somebody and go, "How you beat up the UNC ones? How you beat up the?"
I don't know if it's like while I'm DJing, like cause it's hard to see, like it's a sea of people.
Yeah,
like it's a sea of people, so it's hard to see feet. But like sometimes I judge people's outfits. I'm like, that's a weird fit to wear. But I'm like, whatever. Like that's
it works
thing.
for them.
Like, yeah. So, but people do be wearing shoes and crazy stuff. I normally know it's after, like when like the lights come on and everything. I'll be like, dang, bro, that's wild. But some people don't care. Some people view it as like leather and rubber. Like they don't have the story to them. So.
Yeah. So. How long have you? I know you said you've been doing. You did the Kicks on Fire and all that stuff. How long have you been into sneakers? Like you yourself.
My first pair of shoes was Jordans. I'm named after Michael Jordan.
Right.
That's my first name, Jordan. If people don't know. So I was born in '92, which is Chicago Bulls era. So my first baby shoes were Jordans, the Cardinal 7s. My mom still has them actually. So yeah, I grew up. Then once. Being an only child, single parent, I didn't really, once I got to high school, I couldn't really wear Jordans. So then once I was like 17, that's when I started working at Finish Line and got all the shoes.
You got back into it?
Ever since then, I loved them.
So, have your feet grown since like 2017?
No, I wore a size 11 since like sophomore year.
Oh, 'cause I was going to say, is there a shoe that you probably had, or even still like 8th grade, whatever, 5th grade, was there a shoe that you had back then that when you got older, you're like, I need to get those back because of the memories or just?
I think I did that for shoes that I couldn't like afford. Like I think when like there were shoes I wanted like Brent 6s or just like iconic like colorways, I would see the commercials or be like, I want these, and then once I got money, I was like going back for these. And luckily, like the hype on shoes wasn't that crazy, so resale was only like $100 over, which is crazy to say.
Because now you can go get the same shoe for like $800.
Yeah, like one shoe, the same shoe, like a couple years passed, a couple celebrities wore them, people like Travis Scott get the shit sent to them. So it's like now people are like, oh, I need to go back and get those because Travis posted a picture of them. So then resale jumps up on StockX and it's just like crazy.
I know like shoes like T-Max.
Yep.
T-Max he did a mismatch in the All-Star game.
Yep.
And I had them as a kid. So when I got older and I was like, oh, my feet not gonna grow no more. Next time they drop or whatever I gotta do if I get them.
And then they sent those to you, right?
I don't know what you're talking about,
they sent those to you, bro. Those are fire. I remember you told us that story. T-Mac was my guy, bro. So I know. The funny thing is I have a funny story about that. So this is like why I feel like once I got older I had to buy shoes. So T-Max, I wanted them. I wanted the white and blue colorway in middle school. I think it was 7th grade, it might have been 6th grade. I had basketball. My mom was like, I'm gonna buy them for you. I had like birthday money or something. But you know, mom just makes something out of nothing. So she was like, I'm gonna bring them to your game tonight. I promise. I'm like, she's not gonna bring the shoes. She never brought them, bro. So I feel like I have like a trauma with T-Max, bro. I'll be like, dang, fuck that shoe. But I love it. But I'm like, after that shoe, because that's the one shoe I wanted that I didn't get. And that's before I was like Team Jordan. Now I didn't have like no loyalty. But then I ended up getting the Mellows, the Mellow 1.5s or Mellow 1s, whatever they call those ones. The Denver colorway white with the blue. Those are hard as hell to get on if anybody knows.
That's the bad thing about Jordan. He's not gonna let no athlete have a better shoe than him.
No, yeah.
Because the Mellows and CP3s aren't bad.
Yeah.
But like the Russell Westbrook, it's the same model.
Yeah. Well, something is weird with Jordan is that he tried like his era was the shoes were just yellow. Leather and just air bubbles. Now there's so much tech in the shoe, they try to put tech on it. Jordans don't look right with mesh like they do with New Balances.
Yeah, that's cool, but Russell Westbrook's style of his shoe, his model, can look different.
Like moon boots.
Like, even if they was all bulky, like, the 1 and the 2 look exactly the same.
Oh, yeah, because they're running out of ideas. They don't got that many designers no more. Because designers now are getting their own deals with, like, New Balances and shit.
Right.
Because like Nike was so hyped, they turned down too many people. Nike doesn't give people really chances because their name's already established. So when people like Salehi were booming, Nike's like, nah, you haven't done enough for us yet. But then he went to Versace, so now his clout is kind of up there with Nike as far as the resale value. So now he's like, I'm gonna go to New Balance so they can give me a bigger bag, and I get way more creative control. I get to change the materials, I get to change everything.
And that's why, like that Travis, like you said, Travis went there instead of Adidas because he can go there and be like, well, instead of doing this, can we add a pocket?
Yeah.
Instead of doing this, can we add this? And then they go, hey, yo, we didn't put a backwards swoosh in the last ones or the ones before. Let's put the upside down swoosh in there.
Yeah.
And it's fine.
I think Nike's now starting to get like how the resale game works. Like they're obviously one of the starters, but I think they were anti it. Like they were always trying to combat with the resellers, but now I think they realize reselling makes them more money.
They should have realized that when the lady's son was taking all the shoes.
No, for real.
That's what they should have realized.
It's hard, bro. It's a grimy game out here. Like the sneaker game is done crazy. I've gone through so many waves with this. Like I sound like an OG right now, but I've gone through so many waves with the sneaker game. I mean, kind of. It's just weird. But like even like with the pigeon SBs, like that shoe, Nike hated that it had been resold. So now like they have people like compete with them, like a Warren Lotus, who was trying to make a shoe like Nike because Nike won't retro none of them shoes. So bro was remaking the same colorways and naming them something different and putting like high quality materials on them. So it's like it's a weird game right now. It's like dog eat dog out here.
The resale game is different. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't get into it, but
a lot of time, bro, I just have to pay resale these days, bro. Like,
yeah.
I'd rather, because the thing is, I used to be the person, like, I've waited in line for shoes. I've done that. I'm too old for that shit now. I'd rather, I have enough money where I'll pay.
Plus, it's too dangerous. It'd be like, let's go right at the mall.
Yeah.
For what? So they can come over here? Nah.
Yeah. It's like, when I was still working like a 9 to 5, I was like, I'd rather work an extra shift so I can get that, because I'm sitting outside for a shift worth of work anyway.
Right.
I'd rather work my job and just pay the resale. I know it's going to get mailed to my door exactly how I want. I know the employee in the back didn't take my size and put it to the side and send me off and all that. Like
that's how it was for me. I'm working at Foot Locker and you can just tell like they'd be like, can I get them at 11.5? They'd be like, we don't have one. I'll be walking out there and go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
Everyone knows if you work in the store. That's part of the benefits.
I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
You gotta get it how you fit it. If you want the shoe, you go.
Yeah, that's just how the game works now. And then people hold the size to sell it or whatever it may be. So just part of the game.
So if you wearing 11, it's kind of hard for you to get women's size. But is there a women's shoe that you would like? I'll get it in a size 12 if I have to get it.
Those Cactus Plant Flea Market Vapor Maxes. Those are like super hard. They're black and then they got a smiley face on them and then there's like this like yarn. I don't know. It's not yarn, but like a bungee type of thing on the swoosh. Those are so hard. But the resale on those is nuts because they made a 12 and a half. That's why I'm like, why didn't y'all just make these in men's? Because y'all knew they made a 12 and a half and they rarely make 12 and a half in women's shoes. So
I know I'll be scrolling and be like, Sonya women's.
Yeah.
Even like I don't even wear Nikes, but I'll be like, if I had a girlfriend, I'll probably get her these because this is fire. But luckily I ain't got that problem.
Yeah, sometimes they be giving them colorways that I'll be like, girls don't even like these. Like this.
Yeah, because if you ask a lot of girls what their favorite color is, it's not like the yellow or the red. It'd be like the colors like orange or purple or stuff like that. Then they drop them only in women's, and then they just kind of, I won't say sit there because people gonna buy them to resell them, but they're not getting worn by people that would actually wear. Like I feel like that shoe that you're talking about, you would actually wear it if you got it. Then you got people who just buy it because they're like, sooner or later I'm gonna be able to resell it.
Yeah.
Because I think they.
Well, the tough thing is with women, there's no like real big celebrities that are wearing them women only colorways. Like there's no one really signed. Like they have like Aaliyah May, I think that's how you say her name. She does like a lot of the women's designs. But there's no like clouded up artists.
Because even like when Tiana Taylor wears shoes, she wears the ones that come out for everybody.
Yeah, and like she be wearing a lot of the Geigers. So a lot of girls, like a shorty that I know, was like, "Oh, I seen these like shoes that Tiana Taylor had on." I was like, "Yeah, that's a shoe I just copped. This is a different colorway."
Right.
So it's like they don't have like somebody who's like they don't have like Ariana Grande wearing like the pastel women's dunk only colorway. So the girls are looking like, "I want the Travis Scott ones just like you." You know what I mean? So it's like I don't know. They know what they're doing though. I guess supposedly.
Who? I feel like you're gonna say Ye. So let's just take Ye and Travis both out of the conversation. Okay. Who in the music industry has or is right now doing the best designs on shoes?
Music industry, best designs.
Like again, it doesn't have to be an artist. Well, I know Khaled gets a colorway, but I don't think he's going to the studio.
But you thinking like the actual one silhouette?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like a colorway. Like I know Pharrell has his own. Beyonce doesn't have her own shoe. She just put a color on her Ultra Boost. So like.
Not Trav or Ye.
Because I feel like those are the top two. So
in the music, there's not really many shoes. I typically try to stay away from the collabs, like because like the collabs used to be like sacred back in the day. Now,
and now I feel like everybody got
one. Yeah, like I feel like every artist is like, I want a shoe collab now.
Right.
So Nike's like, whatever, we'll give you one. So there's not really anybody I can think of. Typically, it's like the designer ones, like just like these random one-offs. Or like Ronnie Fieg, he makes a lot of colorways of shoes that I like, but I don't think there's any like musician that I'm like.
Because I know I'll see like when those two drop, I'm like, okay, we don't know the colorway, we don't know what number or what shoe it's gonna be, but it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be gone in, I would say 5 minutes, but I don't even think the server's gonna let you be on there for 5 minutes.
It's gonna crash.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's gonna let you be on there for 5 minutes. So, and then Beyonce, like I said, she doesn't get a shoe. I seen her put colorways on stuff.
Yeah, I like the Pusha T ones. Like all his Adidas models he's done, I feel like have been just like
even like his collab he did with Dame for the All-Star game. Fire.
Yep. It's like perfect. So, he does the perfect amount. Like it's not too much. Yeah. So it's not too loud, but it's still like.
Because I feel like he knows when he goes in there. He already has like they probably tell him like you're gonna do the superstar. Let's just say he already knows. All right, I want to do this on the swoosh. Or the 3 stripes. I want to do this on the Adidas side. He goes in there and makes it simple. Probably have to clean some stuff up, but I feel like some artists go in there with a million ideals. Yeah. They're trying to put them all on one shoe.
They have a team, bro. They got like management, PR. They got like all this little like symbolism they got to make sure it's represented. So sometimes it gets lost in the sauce a little bit.
And even like NBA players, they can tell stories so that you can drop this shoe, and they all have different stories. Yep. But if you only do one shoe a year, you might try to go in there and put 5 stories on one shoe.
Yeah, and it's typically based off whatever their album is. So sometimes like the album, like they gave Kid Cudi like an Adidas this year, and I love Kid Cudi. Anybody who knows me knows I love Kid Cudi.
They gave Bad Bunny one too.
Yeah, Bad Bunny. The funny thing is, girls were going crazy with the Bad Bunny ones, those Easter ones. And when he did the Croc collab, a girl literally wrote me like, "You know, get these Crocs." I was like, "What?" And I was like, "I don't even know he had like a collab. They're like glow in the dark, the little widgets or fidgets, or whatever they call them. They were like that." I have an Adidas question for you though, since we're on Adidas. What do you think this Jay Lorenzo collab is going to look like? Are you excited for it? Are you not excited for it?
I'm excited for it because I was excited, even though I don't wear Nike when he was over there. I was like I wasn't waking up to go buy, but I was waking up to see what it was. Like, they be like, announcement on Friday, what is it going to be? And I'd be like, oh, I got to go see Sneaker News or whatever, what it's going to be. So I'm excited for that part. My thing is he going to, I don't know if he's going to get his own silhouette, or is he going to come and do like a collab with James Harden? Because I know he's supposed to be doing the basketball stuff. Or is he just going to do clothes? So I don't know if he's just going to come do like shorts, or is he just going to come do like workout shirts?
Yeah, how's it going to work? I know he did like an NBA Nike collab, so it's like different fitted shorts.
I just don't know what his role is going to be, which I'm sure whatever he comes and does is going to be fire, and people are going to love it because of who he is. Yeah. My only thing is, being a person who only wears Adidas, is it going to be something that I'm going to want to purchase?
Yeah, I was going to say, because you're like the Adidas kind of like gatekeeper.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know if I'm going to, I might call y'all and be like, did y'all see what it is? Yeah. Y'all like it? Oh, y'all don't care for it either? All right, cool. That's going to be it. Yeah. But like, if it's fire, I might be the one posting like, hey, y'all, stay away from them. Like, y'all need to go get them.
With y'all Nike.
Yeah, don't come over here because he came over here. Stay where y'all at. Make it easier for me to go get them. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. Am I excited to? I want to know if he's going to do a collab. Like, my favorite player is Damian Lillard. Yeah. Then like him and James Harden are the top 2 for Adidas. Yeah. So I would want to know if there's a chance for him and Dame would that be interesting? Because Dame did one with Pusha and he did a collab with Bake.
Yep, I remember the Bake.
So I would love to see if he did one with him, what it would look like.
Yeah, because I'm curious if he's going to kind of bring that Essentials energy over there. Like,
right. And I did hear that he was supposed to be doing clothes, but I don't know if he's going to just do clothes and shoes. Or just,
told you that?
No.
I heard that.
Somebody told me. Somebody told me.
Lose somebody's job at Adidas over there.
I ain't gonna lose nobody's job, man.
Don't drop
you know what they
doing.
You know what they doing over here, man. So, but yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. And like I said, I just hope they do it right.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They got to give it justice.
Because what he did over there in Nike with the fears and everything, I just hope they let him come over here and take control. They're not like, so this is the shoe. Now go design.
Yeah, I think they'll give him creative control.
They have to. There's no way he would have left Nike to come get told what to do.
That's the thing. I think we'll never find out, but I think Nike gave him some limitations. Yeah. Like, they're getting better at it, but like Kanye went to Adidas and was able to like flourish because he was like, I want this, I want to do 1 million colors in this, earth tones only. Like, he just like was very.
Because what are you going to do, like 3-4 colors on the.
On Nike?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. I mean,
it wasn't too
there was
big.
Like a couple friends at Family Colorway, like there was like a yellow colorway. Yeah. He gave a couple like baseball players like PEs because his dad was like a professional baseball player. Like he's like an interesting story, but
yeah.
So
but I know like his main like the 357s, the boots, everything. It's just like he came over. He gave us slides.
Yep.
He gave us shirts with holes in it. I'm not gonna wear it, but it's Ye. Like how can you tell Ye no? Like it's gonna sell. So that's how I feel with Jerry. It's like if he comes over here, it's the reason he came over here. Yeah. And there's a reason he left Nike too at the same time. So
Nike, like the crazy thing is like Kanye's finessed us into making us think every colorway he drops is limited. But now I see everybody with like 350s.
Well, you know the thing is, I think he said it himself. Like my goal is to make sure everybody who wants it can get it. But then it's like, okay, I like that. But now it's like, if I go out tomorrow, I'm gonna see somebody every other minute with some
Yeezys. It'd be like
on.
40% of the people who come to the shows be having Yeezys on now. I'm like, dang, it's really like. You remember when like the Roshis were really hot? That's what this reminds me of. Like I remember Roshis were like a real rare shoe for like 6 months. Then they became everywhere, and it was like every little kid at a sporting event, every adult.
It was playing sports in them that shouldn't have been played in them.
Yeah, like sliding around in gyms with them. I was like, dang, this is like. So that's what these Adidas look like. The Yeezys look like.
Blase.
Yes, sir.
What I need for you to do is rank these 8 shoes from least to favorite. I know it's gonna be hard because you love them all. That's why you brought them.
Least to favorite. All right.
It didn't even have to be least to favorite. You could even do like tiers, like this is the top tier. Like
all right. So I'm gonna start with least. So least, I'm gonna go Mike Amiris because they're just not as comfortable as Vans.
Right.
I'm gonna go there. Then I'm gonna go the Court Purples. Those Court Purples are actually customs. If you look at them, I made them suede, and then they like the soles are like look like those would be like from '85, like vintage. Yeah. But some people have Court Purples that I don't try to wear those too much because it's one of those things like if you know, you know. But it looks a little different than the other one, so I do that as the second least. I'll go UNC's is third, just because a lot of people have one, so I gotta wait to it. Too excited about like I just whatever. Then who's is tough? I'm gonna go Yeezys.
I'm not trying to guess in my head what's gonna be next.
Oh, are you? I'm gonna go Yeezys, then Geigers.
I feel like New Balance is number 1.
No, I'm gonna do Chunky Dunk number 1 because this is my favorite silhouette of shoe. It's not really the colorway, but it's
the shoe.
Yeah, like SBs are really important to me because like I used to always camp out at Familia in Uptown. It's like the only places I would get them. Cal Surfer get them, but y'all be stingy on the pairs. Drop with 2 pairs, so I know y'all be trying to show love to y'all loyal people, but it be fucked up. So yeah, SBs have always like held super high to me. I've touched like almost all my Grail SBs except for the Yellow Lobsters. That's the only shoe I haven't got, and I had a chance to get those for like $1,000 back in the day. And to me, that was crazy. And now that shoe worth like some nuts, like multiple grand, like. So, but yeah, that's like a super thing. So this is gonna be my number 1, and then I think I'm gonna go. This is third. This is 2, and then this is 1. I think if I get everything. Yep. Geiger somewhere in there. I think
Geiger's like
Geiger like right. Yeezy and Geiger kind of interchangeable. That's how I do it. Because SBs are like my grails. All my favorite colorways of shoes are typically SBs.
You got a pair of Kobe's?
I used to. I used to have Kobe's. Like I had the Grinches when they first came out back in the day. And then I went through like I think it was the Kobe 8 that was like all of the like all-star stuff that was when it's all space. Yep. I had the orange pair of those. That year I grabbed a bunch of the colorways. I ended up getting rid of a lot of them, but I was actually putting those. Kobe's is just. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Only asked because you know the deal just ended with Nike.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's only going to go one or two ways. He's either going to go Kobe's Bryant's brand, like his wife seen what he was going to do before, and she was like, let's do what he wanted to do because he was already going to leave anyway, or he's going to come back home. But I don't see them wanting to go to another brand if it's not Nike.
That's my thing. Because the thing is, he didn't stay a long time with Adidas to do like more crazy eights and stuff.
Like 3, 4 models.
Yeah, so I think he'll stay with Nike and just get that retro money. Because like you can see right now, they're already rolling it out. That's why they were retro the Grinches. I heard some other shoes are already coming back out.
And I know she took a picture last week or something. She had posted and said 2 more were dropping later this year. And then the deal was going to be like completely done. But I feel like if we want to keep getting Kobe's, and I know her only thing was the real Kobe fans couldn't go get them.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're at this point, they're more limited than the Yeezys at this point.
Yeah, they're going crazy.
And that's how I feel with the Kobe's.
It's just hard when somebody passes because then that adds like a whole different, like it adds to his legacy.
Yeah.
So it's like now it's like a legacy shoe. So people want like, it makes the everyday fan who's like, I don't know anything about it, but that's Kobe's name on it, I want it. And the sneakerhead nigga's like, oh, that's a colorway from
and
that
like for me, that's the
2013.
only like I would never wear them.
Yeah.
But if I could go get a shoe and put it in a glass case,
Yep, that's the one.
it would be
Shadow
a
box
Kobe. Or like for me, like my favorite Kobe is the Grinches, and I'll probably put if I was hooping, it would be the red lace.
Yeah.
So for me, I would go put those in a case and just be like, that's my favorite player of all time. I think he's the GOAT.
Yep.
I'm not gonna argue with nobody who takes LeBron or MJ.
Yeah,
Just like,
that's your GOAT.
That's my.
That's
GOAT.
the thing. It's interchangeable as far as a GOAT.
And that's why I be telling people now, like in 20 years, somebody gonna say Steph Curry,
Yeah, it's the
Zion,
kids
or
GOAT.
whoever's gonna say that
like,
there's the GOAT. You can't get mad at me because I was born in '95. When Mike was winning,
Yeah.
I didn't watch him. I seen what Kobe was doing to y'all.
I was saying, Kobe was old enough to retain it. Like we was babies.
I seen what he was doing to y'all.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like with the Kobe's, my favorite colorway of the Kobe's is actually the Christmas cheetah ones he did, which were super. I had those. That's probably a shoe. That's to answer your question earlier. That's probably a shoe I'd go back and grab.
Right.
But I know the resale's probably stupid now. But the Kobe, the purple cheetahs,
Especially now that he's not gonna be with Nike, they probably really going crazy on apps.
Probably, yeah, that's what I'm saying. StockX just be going literally off of just like clout. They'll be like, oh, Travis posted this picture. Oh, Ye just posted this. Like, just it's wild. It's wild.
Are you I won't say a reseller, but are you big into like, if I buy it, if I happen to get another pair, I'm gonna resell it, or are you just kind of like, I'm cool with the one pair I actually wear
I've
myself?
never been in the resale, bro. I'm always about making sure my homies eat. Like back in the day when I was like the plug on shoes, if I doubled up, I'm giving it to you what I got it for.
Yeah.
So if I bought it off someone else, if I bought it off Juwan, shameless plug to Juwan, whatever, bro. If I bought it off Juwan for $250, I'm not gonna be like, hey, bro, give me $280. Yeah, like I don't care. But that little amount of money, like I get you should value every dollar, but you're just gonna put that money into another pair of shoes anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like help your homie. You might have a better plug. There might be some Yeezy comes out, and I'm like, hey, bro, you got me, because that's how it used to be back in the day before the apps existed. It was all about who you know.
Yep.
That's why I like really learned how to talk.
That's why I missed the shoe game. Like right now, for you, do you think the shoe game, like obviously the shoes are in a great place. I feel like the designers are killing it, whether they're with Puma, New Balance, whatever brand they're with, they're killing it.
Yep.
But as far as like the game itself being like resellers and stuff like that, you think we in a right space right now? Because 10 years ago, that was my favorite time, because you couldn't go on Instagram and be like, who got a pair of Kobe Grinches? And then 7 people be like, I got them, but they 500. You're like, bro, it was only 140 or 180 when they came out.
The thing is, I feel like it's like stocks. Everything goes up and down. Like eventually, I watched a sneaker game almost die off, and then like come back and then die off. Like the fusion era for like Jordans, that wasn't really like a good era. Niggas was wearing them
because
D'Angelo's off camera, but I know he had multiple pairs because he was in my class in high school. He had the Obsidian 12 ones. I remember. Like in all algebra class. But anyway.
I've seen the shoe game be like, all right, I'm out, and then here comes a phone posit.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, let's go camp out for them. And then it go like 2-3 weeks with nothing. And then they say, you know, Foot Locker and Champs is packed again.
Yeah.
Because I feel like as long as the shoe's hot, like if you just get paid, you're like, I'm going to Foot Locker to see if they got the ones. You're gonna leave out of there with something.
That's the tough thing. I don't think you'll ever be able to get plugged back in the sneaker game for real. Like it's gotta really be like backdoor ways as far as people you know. Like for real. Like that dude, like the lady from Nike whose son was selling shoes, it's really gotta be a plug like that. Like them retro ones, the Michael Jordan son dropped at the trophy room. Bro, I have a homie who got like 500 pairs of those backdoor. Literally from him. Like it's like nobody won on the app. Everyone who did the Ralph, everyone who did the email thing, he already got rid of it because he don't need the money. He's just doing it. His dad owns Nike. What does he, I mean not Nike, but Jordan. What does he need the money for?
Fire.
Yeah, those are hard.
Even since we talking about Juwan was like, if I could get him, I won't buy nothing else.
Yeah, no, they look crazy with the frosty back and the autograph on them. That's a shoe I wouldn't wear though. Yeah, that's a shoe I would want just
put
like shadow box. Yeah, like just because it has the Jordan signature, you can get a pair of another red and white ones. Like, but that one was just like a cool one to look at.
Is in the fashion, is in the music.
Yes, sir.
Last thing I'm gonna ask. Is there a shoe, not necessarily a pair, is there a shoe in your collection that you're like, I can't wear it until then? Like for me, I have a pair of Year to Go T-Max.
Okay.
I'm not touching the ground with them until like
wedding day.
Nah, cause I don't know.
Reception style.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm like baby shower. Like if I have my first son or first daughter, I'm like, I'm gonna wait until the baby shower, like something like that. Yeah. Is there a shoe in your collection where you're like, I love these.
Yeah.
Like the chunkies is your favorite, the style and everything. I know you're gonna wear those. It's not gonna be like a super special occasion.
Yeah.
But is there a shoe that you're like, I don't care, I'm not waiting. I'll wait another 4 years to wear it until I get engaged. You know, something like that.
Yeah. I think I like there's shoes that have a certain time for them, but I don't know yet. Like,
Right.
I'm not like a person like I'm only wearing it for this, but it's like the day I'm gonna wear these, I'll know. Like that day I'm gonna be like, you know what? This is gonna happen. I'll probably wear these out of state. Like I typically wear all my stuff out of state. Because this is the only place I really pop out. If I'm not DJing, I'm pretty much in the crib. Which is why I be having these slides on everywhere. Because I treat these like Crocs. Like they're just like comfortable, easy to get in and out. I'm at the gym all the time. So it's like I'll just pretty much work out in trainers and stuff. So normally I wear myself out of town. So like I don't know where this will be at, but somewhere. Like I might bring this to Vegas. We go to Vegas next month.
Myself, I don't be trying to like hold on to shoes.
Yeah.
You know,
I heard something. I heard some rumors.
I was gonna say I do have some dead stock shoes from years past.
What is some? Give us a rough estimate, bro.
Like number?
Yeah,
or the shoe
give
itself?
me a number. Let the people know.
Dead stock, I got about, I say between 60 to 70 pair that's dead stock.
All Adidas.
All of the, hey, listen, I'm telling you right now. There's nothing in my collection that has
nothing.
A swoosh,
no Doc Martens, no dress shoes, no nothing.
No nothing. Nothing. I have
That's crazy. I love that.
Nothing. I have nothing else. I mean, I had some dress shoes, but my feet didn't grew. I haven't bought another pair because ain't nobody been getting married. I ain't had nobody having a reason for me to go buy them. Blase.
Yes, sir.
We talked about shoes, fashion, music, basketball, all of the above. It took us a little minute to get it. We was both on some schedule. It's cool though, because the conversation was amazing.
Yeah.
So thank you for coming,
bro. Of course.
And peace.
You